my face, so apologize for that, but
Now we're live.
we are live.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Balcony Sessions. Today we have Dangerous Doug Harper. Thank you again for being with us. We're trying to figure out how many times you've been on.
I think I've only been on balcony sessions twice, but I've been here 3 times.
Yeah, he's a returning guest no matter what.
I've been over there on
Oh yeah,
two,
yeah.
I was here,
Okay,
one
that's
over
why.
there.
That's why I was feeling like that. I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
I've seen you a lot. So you've been doing music for decades now, and also being a huge part of the community. And how do you balance all of that, and what keeps you going?
I panic daily.
You panic daily.
Yeah. I sweat it out in the morning, and sometimes it comes together in the afternoon, and then I can maybe sleep that night.
That's a good way to do it. And you're all the way out from Navada, Missouri.
The good old Veda City. Hi, Veda City.
Hi, Veda City. And we were out there last year doing a lot of events with you. And
You were like the coolest thing that happened.
aw, you guys are so sweet.
People are still talking about you guys.
Aw, how cool. Well, I'm going to let you get right to it, and I want to let you guys watching give you a heads up that if you have some questions for Doug, just drop it down below, and we will make sure to ask them for you towards the end of the segment. So for the next 45 minutes to an hour, you're going to be hearing some great music and some questions that I have for Doug. Take it away.
Fantastic. Take me downtown again. Downtown, my friends. Downtown again. So I can remember why I am the way I am again. Take me down South Street again. Down South Street, my friends. Down South Street again. So I can remember why I am the way I am again. Downtown again. Downtown, my friends. Downtown again. So I can remember why I am the way I am again.
Yeah. Clap, guys, because I can't clap. God. So your music has some raw, lived-in honesty about it. Do you think that's something you intentionally developed, or was that just something that you
Probably not.
accidentally?
Probably not intentional. Probably just, I was just too much of an open book, and I'm like, here it is.
Here you go, guys.
Now I'm accepting my mistakes. I'm like, did I actually say that? Ooh.
So you performed across what did you say? Oh, 38 states. I saw in your bio. So with that guitar?
With this,
Did-
no, with
what-
different guitars.
With different guitars. So
Yeah,
what kind of guitar do you have right now?
This is a Fender acoustic. I don't know what model number it is,
Yeah.
but I've had it for a while. Yeah. No, when I toured, I actually worked as a touring musician for a band. So
Mm.
there was a lot of that too. So it wasn't all my solo stuff. But in between that, I was always doing solo gigs.
So what do you think you've learned through that experience, traveling all those states and everything?
What I learned, don't do it full time, or if you do it full time, not make it full time.
Why
Does
is
that make
that?
sense at all?
No.
It
Well,
wears,
tell-
you,
well-
it wears you out.
Yeah, it does.
We did like 200 and some shows a year, and that was way too many. Like, you're just exhausted. There's never a day off. So what you want to do is you want to make like, 30 show tour or something, and then wait a few months, and then maybe like a 30 show tour. The inside one for the winter and the outside one for the summer, and have something else going. Because otherwise you just burn yourself out.
And then just burn, yeah, and that's no fun. Cause
As you can see, so many musicians this has happened to. They don't tell you why they're burned out, but
that's true, and then you could hear it in their music too, because it doesn't feel like it's really coming out as.
yeah, they get to be in a place, and then they get usually have the. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to say I use substances like that people would think like illegal drugs or anything like that, but you use substances like too much caffeine. You use substances like too much McDonald's. You use too much over the counter like energy drinks and stuff. And that stuff's just terrible for you. Just
Yeah, so you're breaking down your body just to keep up with it.
it's hard to like eat normal, and have a normal schedule when you're out there. So it's just almost impossible. So you just get
So that's some advice from Dangerous Doug Harper.
Yeah.
Don't get burnt out. So you pull from folk punk and all country, not just some, all country?
alt country,
Alternative country.
alternative country.
Alternative country. Okay. And
Like
rhythm
Sun
bars. Oh, okay. I don't know why I put all country. I'm like,
That's
okay. What does the different genres influence? How does it influence your music?
I really don't think. I mean, I'm influenced by all music, so I don't think that I'm real specific to one. I just like whatever I'm feeling. Like this song needs to have a funk groove, or the song needs to have a folk thing. So I'm just whatever I'm feeling that day.
It's what comes out.
Yeah. So I'm definitely multi-genre.
Well,
but I like punk rock.
let's hear what comes out with your next song.
Okay, the next song, fantastic. Well, we're gonna do another one in E. It's the 20th anniversary of my Delaware album, which I'm not. I don't know. I guess it was a great album, but it was the first digital released album I had, so that's why it had landmarking, whatever, something. So there were others before that, but nobody really knew about it until that one. So this is called Fergie's Car. Go take a ride, ride by my side, riding along in Fergie's car, riding along in Fergie's car. Well, it's late at night, we cruised around under the moonlight in a Volkswagen. We're so young, we're not afraid. What a perfect night. All went well and ends well. Riding along in Fergie's car, riding along in Fergie's car. Go take a ride, riding by my side, riding along in Fergie's car, riding along in Fergie's car.
Yeah.
There you go.
So who's Fergie? Why are we
Oh,
riding in her car?
okay, so that was a cool story. Fergie was a college girl. I was in college at the time, so it's, you know, a long time ago now.
Fergalicious?
It was before, like, Fergie was Fergie. I mean, she might have been Fergie, but yeah, it was totally that song.
Different Fergie.
Yeah,
different
her last
Fergie.
name was Ferguson, and she went by Fergie for short. So the deal is I want to drive your Volkswagen. She had this Volkswagen, and she didn't know I could actually drive one, you know, because they're 3 speeds. They're kind of unusual, you know.
I had one.
And she's like, I don't believe it that you owned a Volkswagen. And she's like, if you can start it and get it out of the parking lot, yeah, you can drive it. And so I get in it, you know, hop in it, and just, of course, immediately start it right up and pull it right out. And she's like, oh, shit, you have one. You do have a Volkswagen. You know the secret.
You know how to drive one of those.
Reverse is in a unique
Yeah, you have
place.
to go. Yeah, I used to have a
So-
72 Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah.
Those are fun. Okay, so some songs entertain people, some songs kind of scar people. What kind of impact do you want your songs to leave to people?
You know, I want to uplift people. And unfortunately, I think some of my past music, because as an artist, you get caught up in things. And so some of my songs are kind of like, I don't know, doom and gloom. My friend calls them angry folk. So, shout out to Trevor. Sometimes Trevor, the world's greatest music fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
Trevor.
yes, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor. But yeah, he calls it angry folk, and I think that might be a real genre somewhere. But so a lot of them was it's emotion. So I'm not sad that I wrote songs like that, but yeah, when I go out and play live, I try to do upbeat. And sometimes when I'm playing my catalog of songs, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if they're gonna like this tonight. So it kind of comes and goes. So it's kind of manic depression a little bit, but I'm not really manic. But when I listen back, I'm like,
You want emotion.
boy, you sound manic, Doug.
Well, that's the dangerous Doug Harper, not the Doug Harper.
Yeah, the dangerous side.
So what's usually harder, starting a song or knowing when it's finished?
You mean when you're writing it?
So starting the song before, is it hard to...
Well, okay, there's 2 types of songwriters, right? There's Beethoven and there's Mozart. There's more than that.
Okay.
Okay, so Beethoven, he has 9 symphonies, right? Mozart has 100 and some symphonies. So Mozart, he just does it, goes on, moves on. Beethoven, however, spends all his time meticulate. So in my younger years, I was more like Mozart. And as I get older, I'm more like taking the stuff that I Mozarted and then making it Beethoven. That makes sense. So I'm a little more particular now, or spend a little more time on it. But at the same time, I think the next album's going to be like live, basically. So in a studio, studio live. So I don't know. I don't know what.
You don't have an answer to
Yeah.
that.
But I
It
think
could be
I'm
both,
I think I'm more. I know.
or neither.
I guess when I was younger, to answer the question,
Mhm.
when I was younger, I knew when it was done. It was done. Move on. And now it's like, oh, we're gonna work on that some more. We keep dragging it out of the bag, Let's put out another version of
Let's
that
put a
song.
little more spice to it.
So I don't know, but yeah, I think ultimately I do know when I'm done with the song as a whole. But as far as arrangement and new productions of it and that stuff, I'm George Lucas all the way. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go back in and put some Ewoks in that song,
I like it.
just a little bit in the background.
Okay, so has there ever been a lyric you wrote that surprised even you after it came out of your mouth?
Probably a couple times. Yeah, I'd say. I got a couple songs that I'm not prepared to play them today. But
Ah, damn. 'cause
I've
I was
got a
gonna
couple
ask.
that are pretty heavy lyrical stuff, and I'm like, damn, that was pretty impressive. Yeah.
You impressed yourself.
I was tired, it was late, and it just falls out sometimes. Or sometimes it's more like you feel like it's just like the universe is just like giving it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Downloaded songs, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I get inspired a lot of different ways, but usually it happens pretty quickly once the core idea of the song pretty much comes out and it's done pretty quickly. But it wasn't always that way.
Well, I'll let you get back to your music.
All right, let's do another one. Okay. I know it's not Halloween, but this is the Halloween song, Abridged. Back is coming back. This time I think he'll stay. When he comes back to bring a stack of money to buy his way, is he coming back to get a ring? Is he coming back to tell us things? Is he coming back to play and sing? Or is he coming back to save a king? The Halloween song, the Halloween song, Halloween song, the Halloween song. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, Pumpkin Mac is coming back. This time I think he'll stay. When he comes back to bring a stack of money to buy his way. Is he coming back to get a ring? Is he coming back to tell us things? Is he coming back to save a king? Or is he coming back to play and sing? He's coming back to play and sing. The Halloween song, the Halloween song, the Halloween song, Halloween song. Yeah, 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 the Halloween song, the Halloween song, the Halloween song, Halloween song.
I'm all ready for Halloween.
You're ready.
I'm already in black. God, I love Halloween. Halloween's so much fun. Where did you come up with that song?
The Halloween song, the origination. It was a like a paper pumpkin with those like little fold-out legs, and I used to like sing it to my kids. Just messing with them. And I called him Pumpkin Jack, but then I had to change his name to Pumpkin Mac because of copyright reasons. So
Yeah.
you don't want the Pumpkin Jack. So he's a completely different person. Maybe they're cousins from a distance. I don't know. But yeah, so he became Pumpkin Mac in the Halloween song, and then everybody liked it. It was fun. Can't go wrong with a song about Halloween. And then they used it. My former supervisor, she wrote a play, and it was themed around Halloween, and they used it for the like closing credits or sequence, closing curtain call.
Mm-hmm.
So now if that play ever goes big, my song will be in it. Yes.
Ah, yes. So you have put a lot of energy into the music scene in general, like with with Doug TV that you had on. I forgot what platform that was.
Roku.
Yeah, Roku. I don't know why I forgot. And also the local ear, because you had me in that magazine. That was really cool. And the other one was like Music Utopia or something like that. I can't remember.
Music Exurbia.
Exurbia,
Yeah.
close. Okay, so what made supporting other artists become such an important part of your life?
I think I guess when I was like started out in a indie rock band, like back in the mid '90s, and so I was really following the like California, Portland, Oregon scene, like everything that was going on the West Coast, I guess is what you'd call it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they did things and the whole DIY movement and how that all worked on, I got into that pretty early on, before it was really in my hometown anyway. People didn't know what was happening yet. But we started partnering up with bands and producing our own shows and stuff, and it just worked. We were getting better results, so I just have always kind of participated in trying to do things with other musicians because, you know, what do they say? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really liked your local ear magazine. That was really interesting. You're the first one I've ever seen put something out like that.
Yeah.
And we have some people here in Springfield that are from Navada, Missouri. Music people from Navada that are now in here. It was like Ryan and Justin Larkin, and who else is from
Who's from Nevada here? Well, at least the Nevada scene. I don't know that she's not from Nevada, but Brooke, the Grandma Strange, they sort of started. I don't know if they started necessarily here, but she used to play in some bands in Nevada, so she sort of started her career in Nevada. And they're doing a reunion show coming up, by the way, in October, I think. So look for that. But Grandma Strange, and that's Clinton Houseman. Even though he's from here, he was in one of the bands up in Nevada a bunch too. So we feel like he's Nevada, but I think he is from here. But he did a lot of stuff up in the Nevada, El Dorado when we kind of had a rise of music for a while, and it was kind of a cool thing, and you know how music scenes come and go and stuff.
Yeah.
So we had a moment that was special kind of for a while. We had a band called Berlin Drop, which was Nathan Rohrbaugh, and then Clinton was in that at some point. Nathan lived here, I think, briefly. Now he was in Nashville. I think he's going back to California. Or not California, he's moving to New Mexico, Albuquerque.
Wow.
But anyway, he comes back with, his band now is called Alamo Black is the band now. But
Alamo Black is so good,
Yeah,
guys. If you have not seen Alamo Black, you need to.
maybe Clinton even plays in Alamo Black, or did at one point. But anyway, so he was down here, Ryan Wallace with Random Strangers, and man, it's gonna escape me now probably who else down here. But at least Ryan's down here.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
he's down here.
And I mean,
Hi,
and
Ryan.
then your with Doug TV, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Because we had our segments through you too put on.
Yeah.
You're with Doug TV. I mean, nobody else around this area is even doing that.
Yeah, it was exciting. We're going to develop that some more. It's kind of on hiatus right now, and the magazine is the same thing. It's just really when you're small and you don't have like a giant corporate behind you, you just do projects as you can, you know, and then sometimes you run out of money for a while and you got to hold out and then save up or whatever and get back in the game or change
Absolutely
it. You know,
understand.
but I think the key thing is just keep doing it, you know. So it's like.
Because you had people from like the other side of the world watching it.
Yeah, I've met a lot of cool people through traveling and stuff. Just
That's
got a lot
awesome.
of music friends. You know.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for supporting the music scene so much. So what do you think small town music communities have that larger scenes sometimes lose?
Oh, a small town. The benefit of being in a small town is that you can kind of do what you want to do. You know, the downside of that is there's not the people to support it sometimes. So yes, I can do what I want to do. Pretty much anything. They're going to be like, okay, yeah, you want to close the street down, fine. You know, they're totally cool. You know, easy to work with. But you're limited to a certain amount of population, and you got to break through. No matter what you do, you got to generate people from outside of town to make numbers because it's just the marketing thing. It's just a numbers thing. You just don't have the numbers that you'd like.
So you've seen massive changes in the independent music over the years, I'm sure. But what gives you hope about where things are headed now?
Oh, for the new music, what's happening? Ooh, dang, you asked me that question. Well, I think people are going to get sick of AI very quickly. I don't think it's going to go away. I think it's going to be, it's going to find its genre and its place.
AI music?
Yeah, I think they'll be in, it's already forming its own genre and stuff. And there's AI tools, I think, that are beneficial to musicians that'll be sort of what you would call more on the artistic side of it, where it's not like doing it for you, it's just helping you, sort of. I guess the case in point is where they lifted the background sounds and separated the tracks for John Lennon for the new Beatles album, or song release. But they couldn't do that before, it was just too. Now you can kind of clean up some things that you couldn't do before, so that's pretty fantastic. So that's cool, and that's going to help a lot of people, I think, pull things back catalogs. They're going to be able to help them archive things better, revive things on a smaller budget, where you might have not been able to. It would have cost too much to do it, and you're like, well, it's not worth it because it costs too much, but now you might be able to have a shoestring budget and be able to revive some things that might have been a beautiful performance that just was a terrible mix, from the past. But now you can maybe fix that and bring something to life that just wasn't able to become alive. So I kind of am excited about that side of things. As a songwriter, I think the future of songwriting is we want to be more real. And I think AI is going to drive artists to be more real. And there's definitely going to be, you can already see it. You can see real versus not real, or whatever, fantasy, I guess I'd call it. So I think there'll be a resurgence of bands that are doing real stuff, because people are going to it's why we still listen to classic rock and we're still so excited about it. It was very real, and a lot of times they were performing live in the studio, and it was just, 8 tracks in a mixer.
Yeah.
That made it happen.
I think it's really cool when I walk over by the college and I hear some of the dorms, they'll be blasting like Michael Jackson and Led Zeppelin and just a whole bunch of the classics.
Yeah.
And that's so wonderful.
Yeah, they have staying power because they were so real and authentic.
Mhm.
You know, I think, and the performances were, like I said, most of them were in a studio together doing it real. You know, there wasn't a lot of editing to it. You know, the only thing that they've done to old recordings now, again, it's the same technology I was talking about. They're being able to preserve those and revive those better than they could, you know, from the past. So we're seeing a lot of new things come out from old artists that were not they weren't able to produce that or re-release that before. And so it's pretty exciting for that, I think.
Well, we're excited for your next song.
Okay.
Hey, quick comment from behind the camera.
Oh, and not until later.
Oh, it's about AI. That's fine.
Oh, you got it.
Not until later, until just before the next section.
All right. So let's see what we're gonna do next. We'll do this one.
That's it. Before.
This is called Last Song. This may be the last song. This may be the end. This may be the last song. End of the line, my friends. This may be the last song. This may be the end. This may be the last song. End of the line again. I walked 4 miles. Tried on many shoes. Few different styles that all ended in blues. No happy days follow all the good news. The bottom line equals, turns out we lose. So this may be the last song. This may be the end. This may be the last song. End of the line again. This may be the last song. This may be the end. This may be the last song. The end of the line, my friends. Turned outward, no truth kept in, for printing dollars and killing our kin. Bills are allowed for a peace of mind. America is bankrupt, desperately blind. This may be the last song. This may be the end. This may be the last song, the end of the line, my friends. This may be the last song. This may be the end. This may be the last song, the end of the line again.
alrighty.
Thanks.
So after decades of performing, what still makes live music meaningful to you personally?
Oh, why do I like live music? Meaningful. Yeah.
You sound like you just had a bunch of weed right there. Take a puff.
Hang on. It's kicking in. No, just kidding. It's meaningful because, you really get to see, I always like to watch bands just to see how they do it live. Because, they're going to spend, studio production is going to have studio production. You're going to have extra guitars and extra things that make it, sound like it's supposed to in the studio. And then when you go out and see them, you're like, how are they going to make that come alive, And so however that is, sometimes it's way different than the studio. Sometimes it's exactly like the studio. Every artist has their own way of doing it. Like Bob Dylan does it different every night. You never know what you're going to get from him. And I like that. So I like to have the experience of experiencing it in the moment of that, And as a performer, you want to be able to, sort of be able to take things and make them come to life. So you can sit in the studio all day, but until you go back out there, and even the Beatles had to do this. They were making all those studio records, and then they were craving, playing live, and even though they didn't do arenas or whatever, they get up on top of the building, and play live, and even that, you see how they bring those songs to life, So I guess that album was some of it was kind of live-ish anyway, but it's cool. It's really cool to see how there's just real life to it,
I like that. So has music changed the way you see people or the way you see yourself?
The way I see people, the way I see myself, probably so, to some degree, and it probably depends on the situation really more than anything. Like, I'd say there's things that it's certainly changed the way, that I see things in life, maybe. I don't know how to describe that, but yes, certainly has changed me.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yes.
What's something you understand about your life now that younger Doug probably wouldn't have understood back then?
Ooh, boy, a lot of things. I think I'm more patient, and I think I understand that, even though things do happen quickly sometimes, and sometimes you have a demand to be quick, so you're sort of like, I've got to make this happen quick because of a deadline or whatever. But I think as the older I get, I realize that you've got to, things just don't happen overnight. So you can breathe a little bit, and you don't have to rush. So well, sit on it for a minute. It's okay. 2 more days or another week, another month, you'll still be there when you come back. Mm-hmm. So I think just having a little more relaxing and not having the pressure to just like with the magazine or the station, the TV thing I got going. It's like, okay, we're doing something different here, but we'll be back. When I was younger, I would have sweated all of that, but I think the advice now is just you let things come as they come. Mm-hmm. You don't want to rush them, and don't get uptight about that. And artists a lot of times can get very uptight about it's got to be done. It's nah, don't worry about it. If you're not on some big label where they're not pushing down your throat, sell records, and the independent dream is to be able to do it at our own pace and the way we want to do it. So be
more creative.
Yeah, so take advantage of the fact that you have driven down this path of independence.
Right.
And a lot of people they go the independent path and then they really want to go the other path, but you're like, no, it's 2 different roads.
Yes.
The reason you're here is to relax and make something beautiful.
Yes, and share it, and
yeah.
Love it. Guys, I want to remind you, if you have any questions for Doug, after he plays his next song, we'll get to all the comments and questions before we get to my next set of questions. So, Doug, let's get to your next song.
All right, cool. I think I'm on the fence of which song I want to play. This one's called Summer Trains. You may not remember, but I will not forget the summer we spent together better than any summer yet. And I found a friend in Jesus, and I found a friend in you. And each day that summer got shorter. Each night that night went so long. Just gets harder and harder to let go of what we got. I know the summer is gonna end, but I'd rather stay. It's midnight and I'm walking down the train track. I hear the whistle shouting so loud. I see the headlight come around the bend. Just wish that it would not end. Love those walks on that train track. I love climbing up on those trains. Love those talks on that train track. Just wish that it would not end. Just gets harder and harder to let go of what we got. I know the summer is gonna end, but I'd rather it stay. Yesterday seems so long ago. Tomorrow is only a switch. And in my heart this friendship will not change. Circumstances only the switch. You may not remember, but I will not forget times we spent together. You know the memories, they will not end.
That's so much fun. So, Adam, do we have any questions or comments before I get to the game show fun questions?
We do not.
No, not even. I thought you said that there was a comment earlier.
I had a comment about the AI,
Oh.
but it was just a. I could talk about it after we're done.
Oh, well, man. Okay. Well, okay. So this is the game show fun questions called Dangerous Choices.
Ooh.
So better gig. What's better on gig wise? Packed noisy bar or quiet listening room?
I like listening, but the packed noisy bar usually pays more.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like listening rooms too because I'm a lyric person, so I
Yeah.
want to hear the lyrics.
Yeah. So it's depending on what you're doing or what your band is. But yeah, I'm a listening room guy.
So one album you could live inside for a week?
Mine or anyone's?
Anyone's.
Wow. Live inside an album for a week.
Yeah.
Rubber Soul, the Beatles.
Oh yeah. What sticks out to you?
I just love that album.
Just love it out.
It's supposedly it's the album that changed music forever. That's what they say, but I don't know if it did or not.
You want proof.
So I guess I'll live there for a while, right?
Weirdest place you've ever written part of your song?
Oh, where do I write? Strangest place I've written? Oh, one time I was in a chair on a square,
Chair
like
and
just
square?
kind of sitting on the sidewalk, kind of rando, and people were like, "What's he doing?" And I was like, just had inspiration. It was really early in the morning, and just sitting there. There just
A
happened to be
morning
this,
tune.
happened to be this wooden chair, and I sit there and wrote it at like 5 a.m. So that was a little unusual. I used to write in a park too. I'd go there in the after, like everything's closed, it's late,
Yeah.
and I'd sit in their little, like, they had light, and I'd sit in their little, you know, shelter house, and I'd write. I wrote a bunch of different things. So,
I think your next place should be a cemetery.
cemetery, I've probably written in a cemetery before too. Actually in Maple Park, I think I wrote down there one time in the little gazebo, corner of South Street and Grand.
Ah.
Shout out to the South Street and Grand album.
One Missouri venue everyone should experience at least once.
A venue everybody should experience at least once.
Yeah, one Missouri.
In
venue.
Missouri.
Yeah, in Missouri. Anywhere in Missouri.
The Regency.
The Regency.
Of
why?
course. It's cool. So it's legendary.
It's
got-
lit.
It's cool up if you're up or down. It's just a fantastic place.
So go experience the Regency, people. That's
I
here in
think-
Springfield.
I think it's really rad, yeah.
Awesome.
I really mean that. I mean, other than maybe like Uptown Theater in Kansas City is pretty awesome too.
It is.
But I really like the Regency. It's a special place.
Special place in your heart. What's one of a concert you've seen? That you
Who have I
really,
seen
really-
in the Regency? It's been a minute since I went there, but I couldn't tell you who.
You
but
just go experience
it's
it.
cool. I think my main thing I like about it, and it's not maybe just limited to the Regency. It's limited to that kind of amount of seats. It's just not too big. It's not too small. It's big enough to have big names, but small enough to have. It's like a, you know what I mean?
Goldilocks and Three Bears.
So
kind of
it's a very
effect.
special experience when you get a really cool band that you love. So you can get somebody you've heard, you really heard of and really love there, and then you get some fantastic local opener with them. And it's a great night.
Awesome. If you could play one song with any artist, alive or gone, what song and who?
Who would I play with? Oof. Anybody, huh?
Yeah, anybody.
I'd probably do Arlo Guthrie because he's kind of my hero. So,
What song?
what song will we play together? Well, we'd write one together.
You would write.
Arlo, come for it, buddy.
And one word that describes the current chapter in your life.
Woo. Happy chaos.
Happy chaos. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. Well, we'll get you your almost final song.
All right. Let's do this one. This is probably, I'll do a shorter version of it, but this is like, it's called When Tomorrow's Gone, and it's what my friends always say is my best song. So. Packing up all my soiled clothes, picking up all the things thrown, I'm leaving all the friends that I have found, because we're through playing in this town. So tomorrow I'll be gone before the daylight turns on. Still I do not say goodbye. Still I do not say goodbye. Watch that town slowly fade away. In the mirror, doesn't look the same. I have been so long that to stay would only be a shame. Tomorrow I'll be gone before the daylight turns on, and still I do not say goodbye. Still I do not say goodbye. There's so many people, so many towns, the one that breaks without any bounds. Forget tomorrow who you met today, and there's only one thing that I can't say. Well, tomorrow I'll be gone before the daylight turns on, and still I do not say goodbye. Still I do not say goodbye. So will you tell tomorrow I don't wanna go? Will you tell tomorrow that I don't wanna go? Will you tell tomorrow that I don't wanna go?
That was wonderful. Well, before we get wrapped up this evening, what is something you hope that everybody takes away after hearing your music and your story?
Well, I guess I hope that they dive deeper into the large. I've got a very large catalog of music out there, so there's lots of releases. If you don't like one, a lot of times I think people sometimes they stumble on one and they're like, not so much your cup of tea. There's quite a diverse catalog of music, so
And
I
where
think I got
can
something for everybody. Really.
where can they find you on the interwebs?
I mean, I like to point them to Spotify, but you can hear it on YouTube or Spotify or Apple or anywhere. And now I should talk about my new EP. There is a new EP that you can't hear there. It's exclusively on Tap Tracks by Tap Tunes.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Hi, Tap Tunes. They moved to Nashville. I'm proud of them. They're kicking butt down there. So, they call it Tap Tracks, and you can get the card or you can get the link. And that link is at my Facebook page, Dangerous Doug Harper. Boom.
Awesome.
Link it. Listen to it. It'll be fun.
Well, I appreciate it again being on another balcony session, and we'll definitely have you back again. I'm
Thank
sure. Sometimes
Thanks.
we have some returning guests. So last time we had Todd Osborne.
I love
and,
Todd. Yeah, he's cool.
And now we have you. We don't know who we're gonna have next. I think it's Madison Gregory. So guys, yeah, Madison's awesome. So guys, make sure to keep an eye out on our page, our Facebook page, because that's where we usually release who's going to be on the balcony section next. And also, just share our YouTube, subscribe, do all the fun stuff, because we need to build our YouTube page audience like we did with our Facebook page, because we're doing all this brand new on YouTube. So help us out. But thank you again.
Yeah, thanks.
And thank you. Until next time, guys, make sure to stay safe and come join us out on the scene. Want to play one more song?
See if I can do this one. Well, when went up there to get away from here, and I found what I was looking for. Well, my dog was gone, but now he's back, and I've signed those papers for sure. Well, nothing like sand, that's a fact, and I'll be right here, cause it's a big condo. It's up in Como, and I don't care what you think about that. Where I go, and it's just so, it's where I hang my hat. I bought a condo up in Como. That's where I am at. Love my condo up in Como. That's where I hang my hat. Yeah, that's where I hang my hat. Yeah, that's where I hang my hat.